Greetings to everyone. Peace and blessings in the name of the Most High. Holy Emmanuel Selassie. Yah Rastafari. This is my first video, so I'm not really sure how this gets done, but I'd like to address a couple things to the human beings of the earth. Today is Indigenous Peoples Day. It was sort of funny when I heard it because everyone's indigenous, you know? We all come from this earth. And as far as I'm aware, we were created to be caretakers and kings and queens of this earth. But something got mixed up somewhere, and you know, it needs to be put back in order. The thing I'm going to address today is the collective memory and how it's possible for the powers that be to change history to what they want it to be. In China, it happened where I believe it was 20,000 people that were killed, and they forbade anyone to speak on it. Well, as soon as all the people who were aware of it and anyone they could have told about it had passed, if you go to China now and you ask anyone about it, they'll tell you it never happened. So, let's look at the situation. As soon as an event happens, as soon as everyone that witnessed the event, heard about the event, or in any way, shape, or form was aware of it, had passed, they can create something different and tell us that that was the past and that was what had happened. You know? It's fuckery at its finest. So, let's keep it real, people. Do y'all really believe, if you think about it, that we went from being barely having indoor plumbing to iPhone 10s in about 100 years? I don't think so. They're lying to us. I think what happened, and this is just my point of view, was that as recent as 200 years ago, we had technology, maybe more sophisticated than we do now. But some type of event happened that eliminated a large amount of the population and allowed them to recreate his story. You know, the Honorable Robert Nesta Marley said it like this: half the story has never been told. So, let's think about that. You know, we have the earth, our Mother Earth, and we have our women who are our most precious. I don't even know how to describe it, but they're the most precious thing that the human race has besides our children. And in the same manner that we treat the earth, the majority of people treat our women. This is fucked up, people. We really need to check ourselves and evaluate how we're living and the things we're doing so that we have an earth to pass on to our children. You know? It's simple. 3/4 of the world, whether they acknowledge it or not, is praying to the devil. People say that the biggest thing, the biggest trick that the devil ever did was to make everybody think that he didn't exist. No, that wasn't the biggest trick that he did. The biggest trick he ever did when the Most High gave him power was to make everybody think that he was God and that the Most High was him. But there were subtle clues left behind. Now, I'm a Hebrew of ascent. We have 613 mitzvahs or laws that we have to follow. Everyone else falls under the Noahic covenant, and they have 10 commandments. I'm gonna ask y'all, do you know what the first commandment is? Most people don't. The first commandment says, "Thou art the Lord, thou Creator. Thou shalt honor me in all thy ways, with all thy heart, all thy mind, all thy soul, and all thy strength." Then it goes on to say, "Thou will not," not might not, could not, should not, "thou will not create unto me a graven image of any shape or form, nor bow down and worship it. Think about this, people. What's the first thing you see when you step into a Catholic church, or most churches for that matter? You see a cross. In the Catholic churches, you not only see a cross with Yeshua on it, but all these statues of saints. That's no different than back in the day when Abraham's son Ishmael went into the Kaaba or was it even, maybe it was even Abraham, I think, and destroyed all the idols. Graven images and statues are exactly what they are. And in the first commandment, he tells people not to do it. Then, another commandment is to remember the Shabbat and to keep it holy. The Sabbath traditionally is Friday evening at dusk to Saturday evening at dusk, not Sunday. They went ahead and did what they wanted to do and changed it. People, you cannot change a commandment that the Lord gives you. I don't care what excuse you have or however they want to justify it. You can't do this. Do you understand? Do people maybe quite see how the trickery is taking effect? Now, one more thing about it. The Lord also says that you cannot mix fresh water and salt water. You know? I don't know about y'all, but my Lord and Creator would have nothing to do with child molestation or killing people in its name. But the unholy Catholic Church, a few years ago when it was brought out that they were taking advantage of children, which I don't know, but you know, remember in the word where Yeshua said, if you hurt my children, it would be better for you to tie a millstone around your neck and dive into the deepest part of the ocean. Okay? These priests not only know, but willingly disobeyed the Most High and did horrible things and atrocities to children. Yet, even knowing this, have we done anything as a people? Have we made any effort to stop it? To you know, back in the day when, you know, people wanted to change something, they would unite and boycott it, thus cutting off the money that would go to these organizations that they were trying to boycott and making it so things had to change. I'm calling out to you people and asking you to wake up, to rise from your sleepless slumber and open your eyes and see what is right in front of them. Changing the world starts with you, each and every one. Starts within your heart, with love, and becoming the change that you want to see in the world. If each person just took care of themselves and did this and treated one another better than they wanted to be treated themselves, you would slowly see the world start to change. I have a lot more to share with y'all, but I don't want to give you too much at once. So subscribe to my channel and like it, and wait for another video. And everything I speak in the name of the living God, Yeshua Yamashiach, or as you call him, Jesus. Everyone be blessed, and may the Most High shine upon you, through you, and guide and protect you always. Amen.